Welcome back to round 9 of our Yugoslav Rally Championship, and on screen you can see the reigning champion and championship leader Ian on stage 1. And apart from these stages being pretty technical, lot of hairpins, it's also been a very wet stage, and not only the stage, this has been true for the entirety of this rally. So it's been an absolute wet adventure, and we even had to run a gravel stage with the tarmac tires on the second day, which made things even more difficult. Meanwhile we can see Jürgen on stage 1 and then Ivan on stage 2 as he jumps over everything and proceeds to gift us a spectacular finish at the end of stage 2. Connor on stage 3, the hero of the previous round, unfortunately threw the car into the woods. So we're back with Ivan on stage 4. This time we're not gonna see any spectacular finish, however, just that little bit of an onboard. And then we have Jürgen on stage 5, which has been a mixture of gravel and tarmac, making things even more tricky as it was raining the entire stage. However, Jürgen rose up to the challenge. And then we have Ian on stage 6. As you can see, one of the rare occasions where we didn't have any rain pouring down. However, the road itself was still wet, so it didn't really make any difference at all. And just a bit of spin, and Jürgen avoids making contact with the guardrail on the side and manages to continue the rally. Then we have Ivan on stage 7, which has been a gravel stage, making things spicier for everyone around as he's trying to throw the BMW around the hairpins uphill. Actually being pretty successful at it. Avoided contact with any of the guardrails. And then we have Jürgen on stage 7. Just narrowly avoiding the guardrail as he's exiting the corner. And he didn't manage for the second time. Little contact made to the guardrail, but he avoided getting any serious damage. However, here a little mistake, a touch on the rock face, ending up in the tree, but the car could still start, so he's still be able to continue the race. And here you could see the visibility conditions with the rain and fog that we had to endure for the majority of this rally. And we have Jürgen on stage 8, a little touch on the guardrail, avoiding any serious mishaps this time, and also being really fast. He's actually finished first on leg 1, which has been absolutely deserved. I was second and Ian was third at the end of day 1. And we are back with the second day of the rally, and with Ian on stage 9 as he's having a half spin and avoids any kind of damage, so he can continue just as he did. And as you can see, the weather has improved. However, it's night, so instead of the constant curtain of rain, it's now the impaired visibility due to the darkness. And we're on board with Ian, so you can see what he saw. It's actually not even near as bad as I expected. And then we have Yuda on stage 9 as well. And as you can see, the track is still damp, so there's still water on it, even though it's not raining at the moment. And a very elegant turn in the hairpin. And pretty good speed throughout this day as well. And now we have Maria, who got herself a new livery on stage 10. Then we continue with Jürgen again. So we made up this video, the Jürgen Famkin show. is actually a very spectacular way to take the hairpin. He's driving the Audi like a natural. Just look at that. Not at that. It's a bit of a mistake there. Looks like he avoided any serious damage for now. And we have someone new this time, Daniel Withoff from Brazil. That's quite a distance. And then we have Ivan on stage 11, having a somewhat unique understanding of track limits. I believe by this time his car has been a little beat up. As we continue with him on stage 12, just as he comes out of the gravel pit and continues back onto the tarmac. So I just shut up so you can listen to that BMW for a little bit. It's some truly amazing sound it has. And we're back with Jürgen on stage 2. A spectacular jump as he re-enters the tarmac from the gravel section of the stage. And then we have Maria, who will be dubbed now as the Flying Serb after the jump. And she just drives off into the distance, takes the hairpin. Everything smooth as she finished stage 13. And now we have Ivan as well, who made a close friendship with this, I don't know, that's a transmitter, or what it's called in English. And then we have Yuda again, who unfortunately had an early finish of his rally by that hay bale. Then Maria followed suit on stage 14, putting the car on the guardrail. And then we're on board with Ian again on stage 14, who's been having an absolutely magnificent rally so far. No mistakes, no nothing. Seems to be very clean throughout the entire day 1 and 2. And at this point he was on his way to a well-deserved rally win. You wouldn't expect any less from a reigning champion, of course. And we have Daniel again on stage 15. And the rain was back on the menu. After driving quite carefully through this very windy road. And then stage 16, which was another gravel stage. You can see his car is a little beat up by now, but he continued on regardless. It looks like most of the damage has been cosmetic, so it didn't really hamper his progress in finishing the rally. Ian in first, Michael Etnar in P2, and Jürgen on P3. And here you can see the guys who didn't finish and the overall standings as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the next rally. Goodbye.